We have been at Porto Charme for about 4 days now. It's a beautiful anchorage. We've really enjoyed it. Nice and relaxed. We've been just waiting here to make sure that all the parts that we need before we leave Panama have arrived. We are going to pull the anchor this morning and head into Vista Mar and fix some things. If you've liked this episode, make sure you hit that click button. Please support us in the best way by hitting that subscribe button. And if you click the bell, it'll let you know when our next video is out. 9 feet above mean, 8.83 to be exact, so should be okay.
Vicious. Carla's battle wounds from going ashore on the island without DEET. She has all kinds of little bites on her leg here. She got tore up. Let that be a lesson to you.
It is. It's chilly today.
Carla, we're pulling out of Wayne Island here on the river and we're heading out to sea to make a move. Why do you always want to make changes like this in shallow rivers with the rising tide?
Because then if you get stuck, eventually you'll get lifted off and you'll be able to escape. We have some really unpleasant clouds in front of us. And we decided to track them on radar to see if we could miss them. So one is definitely moving away, and it looks like this guy, you can see the blue arrow is moving away too. So as soon as we get around the corner of the land here, we're going to do 100 degrees. So hopefully we can just scoot along the mainland and stay out of the lightning. That's what our cats do when it's really miserable outside. Dean actually hides. He finds a place where he can curl up and go to sleep. That's exactly what he's doing. This one just gets really grumpy. Radar update. I don't think we're gonna escape this one. Not happening.
That's why I got my foulies on.
It seems to want to hover over us. Our 1-1000, 2-1000 was like a 1-1000 count on the last lightning strike. So here's hoping. All of the other electronics are in the oven right now, just in case. I hate moving and lightning.
We are closing in probably about 5 miles out from the marina at Vista Mar. It has been a very, very wet run. You know it's been a wet passage when you're all pruny. So kind of nasty, but the kids have had a snack, so Dean's feeling up to eating now as it's settling down a bit here. Carla's down below just finishing up. Here she comes right now. And the sun's coming out, so it looks like we'll be coming in. It'll be calm and dry, which will be pretty nice for docking.
We have arrived here at Vista Mar Marina. The sun has finally come out, and we're gonna spend the rest of the day just getting some rest because we've got some big projects coming up here over the next few days. We've got a new autopilot which is going to be installed by Raymarine. Our Yanmar mechanic who replaced our head gasket a year ago will be reviewing our engine just to make sure everything's okay. And then we've got the typical little projects to do throughout the boat. So tomorrow we're going to pull some parcels apart and make sure that we've got all the parts, and then the crew is going to get to work.
So it is Sunday morning and it is Christmas for Carla time.
Not anymore. Parcels used to be fun, but now they're not fun. You know why?
Why?
Because it involves work.
We have been waiting on this particular parcel forever.
Because supply chain disruptions because of COVID.
Yeah, Lewmar. We hear Lewmar is very difficult to get things shipped from. And finally, our shipment has arrived via our good friends from Marine Warehouse in Miami. Thanks, guys. We really do appreciate the service. You guys are awesome at getting us stuff. This was actually waiting for us here at Vista Mar Marina, even though we ordered it while we were in Boca del Toro many months ago.
Take off the Raystar and replace it and run the cable, and then we'll leave it. And then I thought we'd pull everything out of the lazarette and give the lazarette a good cleaning. I think then that'll be like all the work we do today. Just basically lazarette and that guy.
Yeah, that should be plenty.
Then we'll be exhausted. Right, Sam? So I'm here in the back lazarette. We actually keep it relatively tidy. You can see through to the other side. I'm just gonna get all these bags out, give it a good clean. And then yeah, we'll need to figure out where we put the other autopilot. All right, so we're all cleaned out on this side. Side 2, gonna pull all this stuff out. This side's actually cleaner, so this should be a lot less work. We're gonna get this a really good scrub. Clean it up. But everything looks good. Just a little dirty. Second side. All done, nice and clean, ready for installation. Now we just have to address all of this. Kevin's filling the water tank. We're just going to ignore this for a little bit, and while it's still everything's out, we're going to tackle this guy. So he's going to come off and we're going to put the new one up there.
We pulled out the old cable, which you see here, and fished through the new cable. Carla's down just making sure the new cable's long enough, because she has had a great fear since we were starting this project that whatever cable we got wouldn't be long enough. So there's the stub at the top that we pulled through, and now she's making sure it reaches.
Hey!
That's all you want, is for it to just reach. You don't want it extra. This cable had 400 feet extra. It was a pain in the ass.
It is like just the perfect length. So now I need 5,000 zip ties.
Okay, 5,000 zip ties and we'll be set.
So, new cable is run. It's all tucked in here. And we have it plugged into our 5-way right there.
So Carla has attached the bracket up top. You can see the cable sticking out. Now she's just tightening up the Allen screws at the bottom, the little set screws to hold it after it's screwed on.
The toughest spot right here. That tiny little screw.
You have the right screwdriver for him?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the trickiest part because these are little bitty screws. And Carla is known for throwing tools in the ocean. Look at that. New GPS. This is where Carla the contortionist comes into work. So we dropped the arch down a bit so she's got a little bit more room.
Done.
It's installed. Just double checking the screws. This is where we're kind of doing it backward. You're actually supposed to plug it in down below, plug it in up top, make sure it's working before you put it all together like this, but we're trusting that it's good.
We're just trialing it. Looks like we have position here and our axiom's up. Kevin's going to see if he can find the GPS.
So hold on.
There it is.
There it is. How about that?
Yay. Okay, so we are updated. Now we're going to update the axiom because we have Wi-Fi, and now we are going to attack all of this stuff and figure out what's in all of this stuff. Pitter patter.
Let's get at her.
It is 3 o'clock and we are 100% organized. So tomorrow the Raymarine guy will show up. He's got lots of space down below with all these bags up in our cockpit today. And since we've already installed the GPS and everything else is working 100%, it hopefully, fingers crossed, will be a quick installation tomorrow. So we're retiring for the day. We'll see you tomorrow. Good morning.
Morning.
This is it?
This is autopilot.
Oh.
Okay. I call Roar, my boss, okay?
Okay. Troubleshoot the SPX30 and make sure it's okay.
Okay.
And then,
problem with it?
not every once in a while it just acts a little funny, so we just, since we're going to use it as a backup autopilot, we just want him to check it. We're back and forth in Spanish, but I think we're organized. Maybe. He's going to go get some more stuff.
Okay, what do we need to...
And we're going to pull out the cooler and get this organized.
Some goodies. Excellent. So all the components we need in one box. Eric's hard at work over here. He's actually wiring up the replacement for our ST, which is the P70 control head that'll give us dual control heads. One on the starboard helm, one on the port helm. And then we can also have a backup as well.
The color is same.
Perfect.
No.
Okay.
Okay, color and color.
Color and color. We have always wanted a backup autopilot for Gargoyle, and now as we plan to cross the Pacific, it's time. So we are upgrading to a Raymarine Evo 400, and we have left the original SPX30 computer mounted. And now Eric is walking me through the connections in the event our new autopilot fails.
This is power.
Power, okay. What's the big one?
This is motor.
So...
This is power for the computer.
Okay.
This is power for the motor.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, if your autopilot does this, yes. Go.
Better.
Did you change
There is definitely an issue, and the SPX30 has been starting up like this since we arrived in Panama. Eric adjusts the pilot's startup response down from 5 to 2, so when the system starts, we can avoid the back and forth on the hydraulic piston for this autopilot. Here's hoping when we really need it, it'll work. So we are completely installed, and now everything is still clean down here, so we're going to fill her up with everything up there. Where did Kevin go? There he is.
Hello.
Okay, so I just need the what and see first. You're going to throw it at me?
Yep, catch.
I know. If it lands in the ocean, it's got to be like waterproof, right? Shouldn't make a difference.
Start generating electricity on the way down.
All right, first piece. Here we go.
I think we are finished. It was a really long day.
It was.
It was a long day, but we got the new autopilot installed, the old autopilot side by side with it. You got a walkthrough on how to switch it over with the Raymarine tech, which was awesome.
We got the engine checked from the same mechanics that did the overhaul on it.
Gave it a full annual service plus extra since we're heading across the South Pacific. So brand new belts and pretty much checked everything you could possibly check.
And we replaced the pressure vessel for our water.
For our freshwater pump.
Yeah. Sorry we didn't video that. So all we have left is a little wash for Gargoyle. So we're gonna go eat pizza and relax for the rest of the night. We have a moth on our boat.
Lisa.
Dean is alive.
Get it, Dean. Get it.
I'm reaching distance. Oh. He's got it. Oh, Dean, you're gross, man.
Eat it.
Oh, I ate the whole thing. Was that good?
It must taste really tasty.
So we are wrapping up our week here in Vista Mar Marina. We had a redundant autopilot head put in. We had the engine maintenance done, and we had it checked out by the same guys that did the original rebuild for us last year. Everything looks great on our Yanmar. Put in a new GPS unit and some small stuff around the boat, but now it is time to top up the diesel tanks and get sailing. So if you like this episode, please remember, click on the subscribe button down below, give us a thumbs up, and click on the bell to be notified of our next episode. Ciao for now.
I just do what my wife asks. It's much easier that way.
Good answer, good answer.
I can stop eating.
Hey, Sam, stop eating. Were you starved last night, huh? Stop eating, Sam, stop eating. That's right. Never get between Samantha and her food.